Hey Capricorn, this is going to be your Will We Be Together reading for April. Please keep in mind, this is a general love reading. It's not going to resonate with every single Capricorn. If it resonates with you, wonderful. But if it doesn't, please feel free to check out your moon, rising, or Venus sign, or any other wonderful reader here on YouTube. Now, I've already pre-shuffled the decks. I just need to cut your cards and lay out your spread. I'll leave a timestamp in the comment section below for when the reading actually begins. So let's speed through this. Okay, Capricorn, let's jump into this because there's just clear messaging here for you. Capricorn, you're clearly in a space right now. You've come into a situation. Let me jump into this by saying, before I get started, I'm going to read this side as you and your energy, and this side as your partner. Energy can be interchangeable. So if you resonate more with this side, just simply reverse the roles. But Capricorn, it feels like you came into this situation and this connection ready to give all of your love with this King of Cups energy. You really had this energy where you came in ready, prepared. You're emotionally stable and balanced. And you came into this relationship bringing in the Ace of Pentacles. You were ready to give this person the world, it feels like. I mean, you were ready to jump in and be stable. Offer them whatever it is that they wanted from you. That's clear. You're pretty decisive on what you wanted and what you wanted from to give this person. You have a lot of love for them. It's deep emotion for them. I feel like you're at a place now with you've controlled a little bit of this emotion. It seems like you've had to. There's a little bit of restraint as well that's coming in for you. It feels like in the past you gave this person a lot with this Ace of Pentacles energy. And now, even though you have a lot of deep feelings for them, it feels like there's something that you're waiting to see from them with the Seven of Pentacles as being what you're hoping for in the future. You're waiting to see if all this love, emotion, time, energy that you've invested in this relationship is going to manifest into something and grow into something. You've invested in this person in a lot of different ways, and now you're really waiting to see what they're going to do. You've got this energy of like, okay, I've given enough. There's this energy of you just want to see if they're going to return that same energy to you. So some of you have communicated a little bit of dissatisfaction with something that you aren't getting from this connection. And you're just kind of waiting to see how they're going to step up to the plate. Now for them, right now, they're in a Three of Swords energy. I feel like you've told them something that they didn't want to hear. I mean, that's clear here. Something you said kind of really hit them at the core. There's something about the way you say something to this person where it just hits them different. It goes to a deeper place. You know, someone else could say it and it wouldn't matter, but you can say it and it'll be just lingering in their mind for days. Not just what you said, but the tone in which you said it, everything. It feels like you've expressed something to them about that they're not doing or that they're not giving, and that kind of hit them to the core. I feel like in the past they brought the Six of Pentacles energy. I feel like there was a give and take, but it was unequal, right? It wasn't an even exchange. And I think that they know that. I think that you've, not necessarily that they know, I feel like you've made them aware of that. I feel like you've made them aware of that. that they've given to you in the past as well, but it's not to the level that you have, right? You've given the Bitcoin, right? They've given, pennies, right? So you've kind of expressed that, and it really kind of put them back on their heels a little bit, because they thought that this was kind of going pretty well. And now they're in this space where all they want is this connection to be back on the same footing that it was before. They clearly love you. What they're hoping for is this Two of Cups energy. They want the two of you to be on the same page. They love you. They want this relationship. They want this relationship to work. It's this dynamic here. This is clearly something that can be resolved. In the past, you viewed them as the Page of Cups. You know this person loves you. You know this person wants to be with you. They've expressed that to you. Their cup's just small, right? It's just a little bit. Your King of Cups, their Page, right? There's a large, almost just deep valley of difference between the emotion that's been offered in this connection, or not. It's definitely emotional to you, or what they've offered just hasn't been enough in another aspect, whether it's kind of like communication or time, whatever it is, and that's emotionally affected you. You know they love you. They haven't expressed it to the level you have, and it doesn't feel the same, if that makes sense. Even if they feel it deep down, you don't feel it. There's kind of a block in between the expression and the way that they express it. It really feels like you two have very different love languages, is really what this feels like. Now, the way they perceived you in the past is the Four of Swords. They view you as someone who is almost as if you're kind of their respite, like away from like the chaos of the world. You bring them a lot of peace. And so when you kind of pull back any type of energy from them, they really feel like they're losing their place of peace. And they don't want to lose that. They feel the pullback of energy from you. They feel, I think they also feel like you're a person that's really kind of helped them begin the process of healing some things in their life. Some really deep things. So I feel like you bring things out of them they weren't aware of or they hadn't dealt with. Now, right now, presently you view them as the Lovers. So you feel like this person, it's time for them to decide exactly how they want to proceed in this connection. If they're going to step up and give you what you want, or if they're going to compromise in this relationship and give you what you want. I feel their energy. They do want to do that. You know that this is a very powerful, loving connection. You know this could ultimately be, the person that you could really have a very lovely, lovely relationship with this Lover's energy, as how you perceive them. You want them to make better decisions about this connection. Some of you want them to make better decisions in life in general. Some of you kind of question their decision making a little bit. Yeah, strongly you question it. Because your doubts and fears is the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is very decisive. She knows the right thing. She says the right thing. She protects herself and those who are important to her. But she is very logical. Can sometimes be abrasive, but she knows what she wants. That's your kind of, your doubt here is this person's decision-making ability. It's not just in love though, it's generally. There's something about it where you're like, you've got to work on, for some of you it is just within love. They just, you want them to be more decisive, and you're kind of going back and forth on whether this person can be a little bit more decisive in this connection. Now there's a small number of you that I'm getting where there's something, this is a very small number of you, that you're kind of fearful that if this person doesn't make some sort of a change, that you're going to have to cut them out of your life, and you don't want to have to do that. That's just for a small number of you, but I'm getting that strongly from that card. Now, the way that they perceive you now is the Seven of Swords. So either they perceive you as someone who is being a bit sneaky, especially if you pulled back in some sense, and you're waiting on them to do something. They could perceive you as being sneaky or deceptive. But I also think that they view you, that's just for a small number of you. What I really feel like, especially that they want this relationship, I really feel like they feel like you're retreating from this connection. Almost as if like you're kind of avoiding them in some way. There's this energy of trying to avoid them. I don't know, are you not returning messages as quickly, phone calls? They feel this pullback of the Seven of Pentacles energy. It feels like you're waiting to see them to make some sort of a change here. And to them, it's almost as if they perceive that as you being sneaky in some way. They really view it as you trying, they feel like you may pull away from them. For your own self-interest. Their doubts and fears are the Temperance card. They feel like whatever it is that may have happened between the two of you where you just weren't on the same page, they feel like this may be enough for you to kind of bail on this connection. And they don't want that because this is their fear, the Temperance card, that you guys won't rebalance this connection and come to a place of compromise, because the Temperance energy is about compromise. Almost as if they're scared that you won't give them an opportunity to show you that they can give you what you want. Now, what's motivating you externally is the Nine of Cups. You're ready to get your wishes fulfilled with this Nine of Cups energy. You're ready to get what you ultimately feel like you deserve and want. And that's what's motivating you right now. It's fulfilling this need, this emotional need that you have. And what's motivating them externally is the Page of Wands. I feel like for some of you, this person knows that they have to start something new. You know, an example would be like, okay, you know, they've been working a dead-end job for a really long time. They've been saying over and over again that they want to branch out, start a business, and they just have been procrastinating. They haven't done it, and they know that you're kind of at your wit's end with them, and they know that they have to step it up and do the things that they said they were going to do. Start that business. Start, go to counseling, right, if they're having an issue. Start something that, there's something that they know that they need to start that you've been asking them to do that they have not done. And so for them right now, they're ready to start something with this Page of Wands energy. They're ready, I mean, they have a fire lit under them to react to what it is that you want, because they could feel some kind of pull. Now, for this month, it feels like what's going to happen here is that you're going to reestablish a balance. This person is really going to step up in some way this month. And it's going to start, you guys are going to start to get to the point where you could see this card is all about balance and compromise and finding the perfect balance. That's what's going to really happen for you two this month. When I clarified that, I got the Justice in the reverse and the Two of Swords in the reverse. So it feels like anything that you felt like wasn't fair in this connection, where you felt like this person was indecisive, and not making the decisions that you wanted them to make, that's going to resolve this month. They're going to step up and it kind of really shock you in the way that they're really making an effort to bring balance to the situation and give you what it is that you want. So I hope that that was helpful and provided a little bit of clarity for you, and I'll talk to you soon.